Good morning, student. Today we will start a new chapter, Soil and Water. This is chapter number 8, page number 56. Student, as the title name, Soil and Water. Okay, we will start our chapter from warm-up activity. Student, here is the question. Soil is a natural resource where dash grow. Soil is a natural resource where dash grow plants and water. And second question, plants get water and dash from the soil. Vegetables or minerals, plants get water and dash from the soil. So student, write the answer here yourself. If you don't know, then doesn't matter, we will discuss in the doubt class. Okay, ready for the chapter? Now, here, the uppermost layer of the surface of the earth is known as soil. For this, I will make a diagram. Student, this is a globe. Okay, and now first line here is the layer uppermost layer of the surface of the earth is known as soil. This layer, we call it the crust also. This layer of the surface of the earth is known as soil. Which layer is this? Upper layer. This is the upper layer of the earth. We call it the soil. Okay. As we have learned in the previous chapter, soil is renewable natural resources. So student, renewable means obtained, that is received from nature, such as wind, water, we call it the renewable. Okay. And renewable natural resources which are available without any action of mankind, we call it the renewable natural resource. Okay. However, it takes a very long time to form a soil. Student, you know, it takes about 100 to 1000 years to form 1 centimeter of soil. Think about this. So it takes a very long time to form soil. Large rocks, due to wind, water and sunlight, break down into smaller pieces. When large rock break down into smaller pieces with the time, these pieces are broken down into further smaller pieces and form sand, silt or other types of soil. That's why I am saying that it take about 100 to 1000 years to form a 1 centimeter of soil, because it is a very long process. This process takes a millions of years to be completed. It is common knowledge that the various kinds of crops and plants grow in various parts of India. Student, it is common knowledge that various kinds of crops and plants grow in various parts of India. It is a diversity in India. Here is different type of soil we found. Here different type of crops, food, clothes, etc. we found in different way. Okay. So student, in fact file, there are more microorganisms in a little bit of soil than there are people on earth. What is in the fact file? There are more microorganisms in a little bit of soil. So student, first of all I want to explain the microorganism. Microorganism, student, is a very small living things which we can only see of our eyes. Not our eyes. We can see use a microscope. Okay. In a very simple language, microorganism is a very small living things which we can only see if we use a microscope. Okay, because these insects are very little bit. Okay, now student, first layer of the surface we call it the soil. Okay. And now student, one important thing is here. We found the different types of soil in India. For this, we move on next page. Yes. Page 57. Start from here. The kind of crops or plant that will grow in a particular place depends on the kind of soil found in the region as well as the climate. In India, it is a very unique diversity. How it is? The kind of crops or plant that will grow in a particular place depends on the kind of soil found in the region as well as the climate. So our crops, our food depends on the climatic condition and depends as well as depend on the soil. The kind of soil that you get in one place tend to differ from other places. Always we study about it. In India, different region and different we found the different kinds of soil in India. That's why it's saying that the kind of soil that you get in one place tend to differ from the other place. Yes, it's right. The nature of the soil form depends on the rocks and other materials from which the soil is formed. Some types of soils are very fertile while the other are not. That's why I am saying that the kind of soil that you get in one place tend to differ from other place. The soil found in India can be categorized into different types of depending on the color, place and structure. So categories means differentiate. So we differentiate the soil in India at different type. We found the different type of soil in India. Okay, so first here is alluvial soil. In India, alluvial soil can be found in the coastal plains and the northern India. Student, coastal plains and northern India. The soil that is formed due to the deposition of silt and sand brought down by the river is known as alluvial soil. That's why I am saying that the alluvial soil can be found in the coastal plains and the northern India. Because in northern India, Ganga river, Yamuna river, Brahmaputra river are also there. And in southern area, we found the Godavari and so many rivers are there. And coastal plains are there. Because peninsula, this part of the India is a peninsula. In west side Arabian Sea, in east side Bay of Bengal, in bottom Indian Ocean. So coastal plains and northern India we found the alluvial soil. Okay, and the alluvial soil is formed due to the deposition of silt and sand brought down by the river is known as alluvial soil. Okay, so student, first of all, here is the word silt. S-I-L-T. Silt. Silt means it is made up of rock and minerals particles that are larger than clay. Silt. It is made up of rock and mineral particles that are larger than clay. We call it the silt. Okay. So we found fine silt along with coastal area and northern plains. Okay. Student, alluvial soil is soft, highly fertile and has lots of minerals. It has lots of minerals. This crop is very good for growing crops like wheat, maize, rice, sugarcane, oilseed, pulses, jute. Fruits and vegetables also grow well in alluvial soil. Because why it's so? Because alluvial soil is soft and highly fertile and lots of minerals on it. That's why we found different type of vegetables, different type of fruit, different type of crops here. Then black soil. Black soil is formed from lava erupting from volcanoes. We know when volcanoes erupt, lava is come outside from the volcanoes. This is why it is also called the lava soil. That's why we call it the black soil. It has a clay texture and can retain a lot of moisture. Student, here is a word is moisture. Moisture means with the humidity, wetness, water in the soil, we call it the moisture. Humidity, wetness and water. So, black soil has a clay texture and can retain a lot of moisture. This kind of soil is found mostly in the northwestern part of Deccan Plateau in the state of Maharashtra, Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. So student, where is the Deccan Plateau? Deccan Plateau, it is situated in the south of India. Okay. It is more suitable for growing crops. Which is the more suitable? Black soil is most suitable for growing crops like cotton, millets, tobacco, oilseeds, wheat, sugarcane and even citrus. Citrus means lemon. Okay, we call it the citrus. Black soil is also known as the cotton soil since it is highly suitable for growing cotton. So, the most important thing is here, black soil we found in from lava erupting from volcanoes. We found the black soil there. Okay, and it has a clay texture and retain a lot of moisture in it, and it found mostly in the northwestern part of Deccan Plateau. Okay, and where it is Deccan Plateau? Deccan Plateau is situated in the south of India, and it is more suitable for growing crops like cotton, millets, tobacco, etc. etc. Okay. Now student, then red soil. Red soil gets its color from the iron. That's why we call the red soil. The red soil gets its color from the iron that is present in the soil. That's why its color is red. Normally the soil is not that fertile. However, it can be made fit for cultivation by adding fertilizer to it. So student, what this line means, this soil is not that fertile. That's why it can be made fit for cultivation by adding fertilizer, by adding dung, by adding liquid manure. It is found mainly in the state of Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Orissa, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Telangana. So student, word is here fertilizer. Fertilizer means dung, liquid manure. We call it the fertilizer. Okay, so red soil get its color from the iron is present in the soil. Okay, normally this is not that fertile. That's why farmer cultivation by adding fertilizer to it. And we found mainly in the state of Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, etc. etc. Okay, and crops like rice, millets, pulses, tobacco, certain vegetables can be cultivated on fertilized red soil. That's why we call it the fertilized red soil, because farmers for cultivation the crops they mix a manure in the soil. Okay, move on next page. Laterite soil. Laterite soil is a mixture of red and clay soil and it is not at all fertile. This soil also not at all fertile. This type of soil is produced as a result of weathering, as a result of the rain. The minerals on the soil get washed away. That's why this soil is not at all fertile. because it is washed away by the weathering condition of rain, wind. Okay, this process of washing away of mineral is known as a leaching. Okay, students. Laterite soil can be found in some part of Bihar, Orissa, Maharashtra, Karnataka, West Bengal, Meghalaya, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Telangana. Okay, so this type of soil, laterite soil, is produced as a result of weathering, as a result of the rain. The minerals on the soil get washed away. This process of washing away of mineral is known as leaching. Leaching means not for fertile. Okay, now laterite soil can be found in few areas of India. This soil in dried and baked form is used to make bricks. However, if good fertilizer are used, then this soil can be used to grow tea, rubber, coffee and coconut. When it will use for when farmers use good fertilizer in the soil, mix in the soil, and then grow tea, rubber, coffee and coconut. Okay, so this is the laterite soil. Desert soil. Desert soil is found primarily in Rajasthan and is also known as sandy soil. We call the sandy soil. Why we call the sandy soil? Because desert soil is sandy soil. It has very little moisture. There is no moisture, no water in the soil. These areas receive little to no rainfall and hence the soil is not at all fertile. Same thing happen is here, but it is different. That's why the soil texture is different here. It is a sandy soil because there is no moisture and we didn't receive the rainfall. We received the little rainfall. Okay, it is only with the help of irrigation and fertilizer that a few crops like wheat, barley, millets, pulses and cotton can be grown here. How we grow the millets, pulses, cotton? When the farmer irrigation and fertilizers use in the soil, then they get a few crops like wheat, barley, millet, pulses and cotton in the desert area. So in desert area we found sandy soil and it has very little moisture. Okay, then mountain soil. Mountain soil is seen in the hill slopes of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. This soil has a lot of humus which is made from the remains of dead leaves and plants. That's why we call it a humus. Humus means remains of dead leaves and plants. It is humus. This kind of soil is ideal for cultivating fruits. Which kind of soil? Oil, mountain soil. It is very ideal soil for cultivating fruits. Okay, so student, here is the word cultivating. Cultivating means to prepare and use land for growing plants for food or to sell. It is cultivating. So here is a fruit. So cultivating fruit means to prepare and use land for growing plants for food. It is cultivating fruits. In the hilly areas, one also sees terrace farming. In hilly areas, look at here, terrace farming. In the because there is no place for cultivation, so farmers use the hill and terrace for farming. Okay. The hilly slopes are divided into steppes and various kinds of crops like maize, barley, coffee, fruits and spices are cultivated by terrace farming. In mountain and hilly slopes are divided into steppes. Here is steps. So farmers grow crops like maize, barley, coffee, fruits and spices are cultivated on terrace. Okay, use the hills, foothills. Use the mountain foothills for cultivated fruits. Okay, so student, it is the variety in India, different type of soil we found in India, and India is blessed with many kinds of soil due to difference in physical features and climate. And one important thing is here, it take about 100 to 1000 years to form 1 centimeter of soil. Okay student, thank you so much for listening me.